Welcome to Jackie Jones Field here today as the Bulldogs are taking on Dodge County in a non-region game. And the Bulldogs first met up with Dodge County this season. They lost by 1 point, 2-1 at Dodge County. So the first batter up for Dodge County today will be Ethan Rice playing right field. And Tyler Pruitt will be on deck. Of course, Tyler Pruitt's name is familiar. He pitched in the game against Toombs County. So Harrison's on the mound today, and the first pitch to him is going to be high. The lineup for Dodge County is Ethan Rice playing right, Tyler Pruitt playing short, Chandler Davis playing catcher, Chip Birch at third for first, Gary Pittman on the mound. Daniel Coleman will be the DH. For the left fielder, Andrew Lowry, next pitch, low, ball 2. Number 7 batter is Parker Dixon playing third. Number 8 batter is Caden Burse playing second. And the number 9 batter is DJ Bursch playing 8. The next pitch also off the plate. So now the count is 3 balls and no strikes on Ethan Rice. Again, Harrison is on the mound. Here's 3-0. And will also be high. So he will walk. So the runner on first, that brings up Tyler Pruitt. Now when the Dogs faced Dodge County in the very first game of the season, Tyler Pruitt went 0 for 3 with a walk. And the pitcher was Martin Stevens. For most of his bats anyway. So with a runner on first, that brings up Tyler Pruitt showing bunt, doesn't bunt, pulls back, runner goes nowhere. So ball 1. In the field for Toombs County today, you have Dalton Lynn at third, Bryce Deloach at short, Chase Musselman at second, Kyle Knight at first, Harrison on the mound, Graham behind the dish, Chandler Lynn out in left, Dalton McBride out in center, and Trey Cloud out in right. So Pruitt steps back in, batting from the right-hand side. Harrison working from the stretch. Comes set, gives a look at his runner winding, and delivers the dish. This ball high, almost hitting him. So now the count is 2 balls and no strikes on Pruitt. Will be the shortstop for Dodge County today. So time has been called. Pitching coach Nick Hayes coming out to talk to his infield and Brock Harrison. Now the videos that are going to be uploaded to the 2018 Toombs County Bulldog baseball season are getting there. Having internet problems at my home, and if you live anywhere near the New Branch area, you understand how that goes. The Southeast Bullet game will be the first game uploaded. You're going to have to scratch Brantley County game 1. The game is not going to be able to be uploaded. Starting with Southeast Bullock. So Pruitt coming back, the Bulldog infield running back to their positions. Pruitt stepping in. Graham playing behind the dish. So the count is, did he just give 1 ball, 1 strike? Possibly. I'll see it in just a minute. Here's Harrison with the pitch. That pitch is in for a strike. I'm going to wait and see what he gives now. Pruitt stepping back in, wearing number 17. Harrison working from the stretch, runner at first, comes set. Gives a look, winding, now delivers to the dish. This ball is popped up foul, out of play. Well, if he didn't have 2 strikes now, or then, he does now.
Ball, 2 strikes.
So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Tyler Pruitt. Stepping in, Harrison coming set. Gives a look at his runner at first. And delivers the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So with 1 down and a runner at first, this will bring up Chandler Davis. Now, in the first time we played them at their place, Chandler Davis went 1 for 3 with a double, a fly out to the left fielder, and grounded into a double play. So Chandler Davis stepping in, bats on the left-hand side, wears number 10. Harrison comes set, winding and delivers to the dish. This ball's going to be popped up high up into the air. That'll be in the right field to Trey Cloud. He runs over and makes the catch for the out. So 2 down to bring up Chip Birch. In the last matchup, Chip Birch went 1 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout, RBI single. So he steps in wearing number 19, bats from the right-hand side. Ethan Rice getting a lead out at first. Harrison comes set, delivers to the plate. The ball is going to be high. Count is 1 ball and no strikes on Birch. On deck will be your pitcher today for Dodge County, Gary Pittman. I'll give the stats for him in just a few seconds when he gets up. From the last game anyway. So Harrison comes set, working from the stretch, delivers the 1-0. This ball inside. Now it counts 2 balls and no strikes. On Birch, we're at Jackie Jones today. You have nothing to do, you can come out. The game just started in the first inning with 2 down. So Harrison comes set, working from the stretch, delivers to the dish. This ball high, runner going, throw down to second, tag applied, and he is thrown out. So a runner thrown out down at second. Bulldog, the score is at 0 as we go into the bottom of the first inning with the Dogs up to bat. Chandler Lynn, Chase Musselman, and Harrison as we break on Y101. Well, welcome back to Jackie Jones here on a sunny day. No clouds in the sky from what I can see, and no chance of rain in the forecast. So for the Dogs today, a little change of the lineup compared to yesterday. You have Chandler Lynn leading off, Chase Musselman batting second, Brock Harrison batting third. In the cleanup position, you have Martin Stevens batting for Trey Cloud. Batting fifth is Cole Graham. Batting sixth, Kyle Knight. Batting seventh, Dalton McBride. And batting eighth, Dalton Lynn. And batting ninth, Bryce Deloach. In yesterday's game, Chandler Lynn went 0 for 1 with 3 walks, making him on the season 5 for 22, which is 227 batting average. Doing the stats as we speak. So it seems like we're ready. Chandler Lynn, of course, batting from the left-hand side.
Chandler Lynn to bat, Musselman on deck.
Steps in, pitching for Dodge County today is Gary Pittman. Lynn stepping in. Pittman working from the windup. Here's the pitch. It's going to be in for a strike. Count is 0-1. Stepping back in. Again, bats from the left-hand side, wearing number 3. Here's the pitch, way outside and high. Now it counts 1 ball and 1 strike on Lynn. Steps back in. Pittman coming set, working from the windup. And delivers to the dish. Ball outside. Now it counts 2 balls and 1 strike on Chandler Lynn. Lynn, a freshman this season. Here's the pitch. Swings, fouls this one off. Down the third base line. Now the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes on Chandler Lynn, batting from the left-hand side. Stepping back in, getting sign from head coach Brian Fitzgerald. Pittman coming set. Winding and delivers the 2-2. Stays outside to load up the count. Again, last night, Chandler Lynn had 3 walks and a fly out to the second baseman. So Pittman comes set and delivers the full count pitch. It's going to stay outside for ball 4. So the runner at first, that brings up another freshman Bulldog, Chase Musselman.
For the Dogs, Chase Musselman with Brock Harrison on deck.
Last night, Chase Musselman went 1 for 3, reaching on a hit by a pitch, an error by the third baseman, and a base hit, getting thrown out by the third baseman. So a runner at first, Chase Musselman up to bat. Pittman's going to throw back to first. That play. So on the season, Chase Musselman is 2 for 7, batting .285, with last night's game factored in. Pittman working from the stretch. First pitch to Musselman, inside and high. Counts 1 ball and 1 strike. On deck is Brock Harrison, looking to continue his 7-game hitting streak to 8. Here's the 1-0. Going to be low. Now that counts 2 balls and no strikes. I believe in the very first game of the season that Brock Harrison, he was the only Bulldog to get a base hit in that game. Chase Musselman stepping out, receiving the sign from head coach Brian Fitzgerald. Also giving the sign to his runner, Chandler Lynn, over at first. Chase Musselman steps back in. Pittman comes set, winding and delivers to the dish. This ball is outside. Catcher throws back to first. Slides back safely. Now the count is 3 balls and no strikes.
Put it on the tee, Gary.
On Chandler or Chase Musselman. So he steps in. Pittman comes set, working from the stretch, and delivers to the dish. This ball outside for ball 4. So 2 walks made. Back-to-back walks for the Dogs, making runners on first and second. No outs to bring up Brock Harrison.
Brock Harrison up to bat. Martin Stevens on deck.
In last night's game, Brock went 1 for 4 with a fly out to the right fielder, a base hit, grounded into a fielder's choice, and a sacrifice ground out to the shortstop. So Harrison showing bunt. Here's the pitch, pulls back, called a strike. Nothing in 1. So in the season, Brock is 9 for 22. Last night's game factored in, so making him be batting .409 on the season. Next pitch is fouled off. Back into the pit. So now the count is no balls and 2 strikes on Brock Harrison.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Receiving the sign from Coach Fitzgerald. Harrison stepping in. Here's the 0-2 outside. The count's 1 ball and 1 strike on Brock Harrison, playing for his pitching today, wearing number 5. Steps back in. Pittman comes set, working from the stretch, and delivers to the dish. Inside and low. Now the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes on Brock Harrison. He's stepping back in. Pittman coming set, giving a look at Chandler Lynn at second, and delivers to the plate. This ball is high to load up the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Brock Harrison. Now Brock, if you've seen him play, he's not one to walk. He likes hitting the ball to get on base. Here's the full count pitch to him. He pokes this one out into right field. Right fielder backing up and camps under it, makes the catch. Chandler Lynn's going to be tagging up and makes it down to third. Now you have runners on the corners with 1 down. To bring up cleanup batter Martin Stevens. In last night's game, Steven batted .500, 2 for 4.
Number 1, Stevens up to bat with Cole Graham on deck. 1 down.
He had the highest batting average on the team. 2 for 4. That'll make him 11 for 23. So Martin Stevens steps in, bats from the left-hand side, DHing today for Trey Cloud. Here's the pitch to him. This ball is going to be hit into left field foul territory. No one able to get to it. On the season, Martin's batting average went up from .473 in last night's game to .478. Him still holding the highest batting average on the team. So Stevens batting from the left-hand side, wearing number 1. Pittman coming set. Pitt throws over to first. No play. On deck for the Dogs is catcher Cole Graham. Martin stepping in. Pittman coming set, delivers the 0-1. outside. Counts one ball and one strike on Martin Stevens. So he's working from the stretch, comes set, gives a look at the runners, and delivers the 1-1. This pitch is going to be popped up out of play. So now you got 1 ball and 2 strikes on Martin Stevens. Extra players for the Dogs today include Jaden Carroll, Brandon Dennis, Alex Gordy, Luke Hadaway, Noah Anderson, and Willie Campbell. Stevens stepping back in. Pittman coming set and delivers the 1-2. Swing and miss. Gets by the catcher. The catcher picks up the ball and tags Chandler Lynn out at the dish. So with 2 down, that brings up Cole Graham. Cole Graham wearing number 26, the catcher today. In last night's game, Graham went 0 for 3, reaching on a hit by a pitch. Grounded into, hit a line drive out to the third baseman. Third baseman threw it to second to get Brock Harrison. Flew out to the right fielder and flew out to the left fielder. So the umpires are discussing what just happened, with Martin Stevens on his drop third strike. So Stevens is also out. The umpires called him out, so that'll be out number 3. As we go into the top of the second inning, score is still 0-0 as we break here on Y101. Is Director of Bands at Toombs County, Mr. Noah Bullard. He's going to help me as the color commentator today with this game. So Brock Harrison working from the windup, pitching to pitcher Gary Pittman. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. In the first game when they played Dodge earlier this season, Gary Pittman went 1 for 3 with a walk and a double, flying out to the center fielder and right fielder. Next pitch was a ball, so now the count's 1 ball and 1 strike on the pitcher, Gary Pittman, wearing number 2, batting from the right-hand side. Next pitch, high. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Gary Pittman. Harrison working from the windup. Delivers this pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2. On deck is the DH for Dodge County, Daniel Coleman, batting for the left fielder, Andrew Lowry. Harrison working from the windup. Comes set and delivers to the dish. This ball is going to be hit up high up into the air, out into right center field. Center fielder Dalton McBride, I believe he tried to call that ball, but it was more to Trey Clown making that out. So 1 down. Bring up Daniel Coleman. In the first game that we played them, he went 1 for 2. Actually, he went...
Pittman up the bat, Coleman on deck.
I'm sorry. Chip Birch, that was just him up the bat. He flew out to Trey Cloud because he did not finish his at bat. There was a runner put out at second by catcher Cole Graham. So my mistake. So 1 down and 1 ball on the pitcher Gary Pittman, who is now up to bat. Harrison coming set, delivers the 1-0, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Thought I made an arrow. Guess I did not. To show me that Chip Birch did not finish his at bat. So Harrison coming set, working from the windup, delivers the 1-1. This ball is going to be hit a line drive out to shortstop Bryce DeLoach, making that catch for out number 2. So a 2 down, that brings up Daniel Coleman, number 25, the DH for Dodge County today.
Up next for Dodge, Daniel Coleman at the bat.
Outfield grass looks pretty good for the band driving all on it during the football season.
Oh, it does.
It's nice and green.
Field definitely did not look like this, but took a good bit of work. So we have 2 down to bring up Daniel Coleman. First pitch to him is going to be fouled off. Now, marching band season is over, so what is up for Toombs County High School Band right now?
Well, Bryce, we're in the midst of our concert season, and we're going to be traveling to Concert Festival next week, next Friday, March 9th, and give the Toombs County High School and Toombs County Middle School concert bands a chance to perform for some judges and some other bands and area directors.
So the 0-2 pitch to Daniel Coleman is going to be outside. The 0-1 pitch with a called strike 2 is making the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now, how did the Toombs County High School Band do in last year's visit to West Lawrence?
They did really well. They came home with an overall score of 1, which is we had some nice movement on that pitch.
Yes, and that was a called strike 3 on Daniel Coleman. So we're going to move into the bottom of the 2nd inning. Still no score to bring up Graham, Knight, and McBride here on Y101.
Leading off for Toombs in the bottom of the
So
2nd.
coming up for Toombs County is catcher number 26, Cole Graham, who in last night's game went 0 for 3, moving him to 6-21 on the season, which is 285 overall. So he's stepping in, batting from the right-hand side. Pitch from Pittman. Gonna be a little low and inside. Strike 1. On deck, first baseman Kyle Knight, a senior Bulldog. Graham, part of the large junior class that's out here. This next pitch is going to be hit high up in the right center field. Right fielder backing up. No one's going to get to that. That's going to be in for a base hit for Cole Graham as he is scooting down to 2nd.
He put that one right in the gap.
Yeah, he did. In for a base hit. Or a double, more like. That'll bring up Kyle Knight. Wearing number 25, batting from the right-hand side.
Dalton McBride on deck.
And he didn't play at all in last night's game. He was wearing a boot. So he sat out. I'm not sure exactly what happened. He was in a boot, not playing last night, showing bunt. He kept it out there. Graham's going to get down to 3rd. There was no one there. So Graham stealing to 3rd. We have no balls and 1 strike on Kyle Knight. Pitcher, Dodge County coach coming out to talk to the players.
Load him right in. That bunt play will work sometimes if you make the hit, or if you don't bunt it still works.
Right. So I don't think we're going to have no pitching change. He's just coming out to settle down his Dodge County defense. Now, the pitcher in the first game that we played them is the same pitcher that pitched against Toombs County in the playoffs of their 2017 run for state, and that was Tyler Pruitt. In Pruitt, he pitched the whole game, allowing 2 hits, 8 strikeouts, 3 walks, and only hit 1 batter. So Knight up to bat, a Bulldog in scoring position. Dogs going to try to get on top here. Score in the early innings. Here's the pitch. Set up outside the plate. Making the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Pittman comes set, working from the stretch, delivers the 1-1. This ball is also outside, making the count 2 balls and 1 strike on Kyle Knight. Now, I will say it's much more colder or cooler than it was yesterday. High reaching somewhere in the low 80s. And today, I think the high might have reached the low 70s. This next pitch is fouled off, 3rd base side.
Yeah, this definitely feels a little more like spring baseball.
Yeah, it's seasonable weather. And as I said last night, an abnormal weather pattern is a normal weather pattern for South Georgia.
That's right.
Next pitch is low, bouncing around behind the catcher, making the count full on Kyle Knight.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Kyle stepping in. Has a younger brother, Logan Knight, who's in 8th grade, plays for Toombs County Middle School Bulldog. Middle School Bulldog baseball team. The full count pitch is a called strike 3 on Knight. That'll bring up number 18, Dalton McBride.
McBride to bat. Dalton Lynn on deck. 1 down.
It did. I think the catcher set up for an outside pitch. Also, Dodge County does have pretty excellent pitching. So this first pitch to McBride is going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 1. McBride, of course, your quarterback for the Toombs County High School football team the last 2 years. This next pitch is fouled off back behind us out of play. You can count no balls and 2 strikes on McBride. Another senior Bulldog on this roster. So Pittman coming set, working in the stretch, delivers the 0-2 outside, trying to get to look like they set up for the same pitch as the one that was called on Kyle Knight. One ball and 2 strikes. A runner in scoring position. Pittman coming set and delivers the 1-2, swing and a miss, or fouled it off. Umpire showing foul ball. Now, in that instance, if he wouldn't have touched that ball and it got by the catcher, he would have been able to run to first. First base is not occupied. There's a runner at third on that drop third strike. But the 1-2 pitch to McBride is going to be low. Counts 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pittman coming set, winding, and delivers the 2-2. This ball's going to be hit out into right field. Foul. Counts 2 balls and 2 strikes on McBride. In last night's game, McBride batted in the 2nd place in the lineup, going 1 for 3 with a walk. An RBI single, fly out to right field, fly out to center field. Yeah, full count now on McBride.
Doesn't really want to challenge the Bulldog hitters inside. He's really staying away.
Most of his pitches have been either down the middle or outside the plate. This next pitch, outside again. Second baseman was playing in, makes the catch, throws it over to first in time for the out. Graham not able to get anywhere on that one. So, with the 2 down, as that brings up Dalton Lynn.
Number 7, Dalton Lynn with Bryson Luke on deck. 2 away.
So there are 2 down now for Dalton Lynn. Wearing number 7, playing third today. Dalton Lynn in last night's game went 0 for 3 with a walk. So here's the first pitch to him, hit back on the ground to the pitcher. Pittman picks it up, fires over to first in time for the 3rd out. So we played 2 scoreless innings of baseball here on Y101 as we go into the top of the 3rd inning as we break on Y101. Well, welcome back to Jackie Jones Field here in the top of the 3rd inning, scoreless ball game. Now, the Dogs, before, when I mentioned their run in the playoffs last year in their 2017 season, they faced Dodge County in the Elite 8. Dodge going into that game having to lose 2, and that's just what they did. The Dogs beat them twice to move on to the Final 4. So stepping in, number 12, Parker Dixon.
Leading off in the top of the 3rd for the Indians, Parker Dixon up to bat.
Playing third base. Stepping in, Brock Harrison looking from the windup. Comes set and delivers. This pitch is going to be hit foul. Right field sign. Umpire notifying the Bulldog dugout that he is out of balls. Of course, the home team's always in charge of supplying baseballs used in a game.
Brock's got some pretty good velocity on his fastball.
Brock has been pitching for quite a while. He's pitched since in his middle school days. He's pitched junior varsity last year. Brock has done a lot of pitching in his day. This Next pitch is going to be hit out into left center field. Left fielder Chandler Lynn going back to make that catch for out number 1.
He had to hustle to get back there and make that catch.
Forgot the dimensions of this field. I know Barney knew them, but there's no sign out on the back of the fences.
Center fielder had to hustle even more than that to back him up.
That center fielder Dalton McBride. So stepping in is Caden Burse. First pitch to him inside and high. Now there's 2 people on this starting lineup with very similar last names, and they bat 8th and 9th. You have Caden Burse and DJ Bursch. His next pitch hit back out in the left field. Chandler Lynn making that catch for out number 2. So with 2 down, that'll bring up DJ Bursch. Wearing number 6, playing center field today.
Number 6.
Usually, if you play in center, you're a guy that has some speed. Because in a high school baseball field, center fielder is covering, well, I guess all of them. Well, he's covering more. He has to cover right center, left center, along with left and right fielder. First pitch into Bursch, low, ball 1.
Yeah, Dalton certainly has the speed to do that.
Dalton McBride signing with the University of the Cumberlands to go play junior college football. 1-0 pitch to Bursch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. I do not believe... No, he did not bat in the game in which we played them to start the 2018 season off. Here's the 1-1. High. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. He did not. I don't even have him as an extra player. So Harrison working from the windup and delivers the 2-1. Ball is high. Making it count 3 balls and 2 strikes. This is the first time tonight that a batter has gotten ahead of Harrison in the count. So here's the pitch to him. It's going to be high and inside. Walking. Putting a runner at first to bring us back to the top of the order to Ethan Rice.
Next up, number 4, Ethan Rice with number 17, Tyler Pruitt on deck.
So,
2 down.
what the Dogs don't want to do, and their pitching staff, due to my judgment, in the last 8 games, they have a tendency with 2 outs to start becoming lackadaisical with the strike zone. And Brock Harrison just tried to throw back to first to get the runner, getting by Kyle Knight, rolling out to about mid-right field.
Runner tripped over the bag at second.
He was picking up, he was trying to get to third. Flipping over second, which for the Bulldogs, probably happy that happened. So 2 down. So the umpires are telling the runner to go back to first. The home plate umpire was not ready. So he's walking back behind the dish. Thankfully, all that just happened meant nothing. So Harrison working from the stretch, and as I've already made the inference that the runner at first is very fast, but we're 2 down. So the Dogs are going to probably try to get the play at first if it's hit on the infield. This next pitch, fouled back, out of play. They're going to count no balls and 1 strike on Ethan Rice, the right fielder. Earlier this season, Ethan Rice was playing center field. Now shifted over to right for tonight's game. Harrison comes set. And delivers the 0-1. Swings, knocks this one foul. Down the right field line. It's good for the Bulldogs because that runner at second, DJ Bursch, He's a fast guy. He was already almost at third.
Yeah, that would have scored him definitely.
Making this a 1-0 game, but we're still tied at 0, top of the third. Harrison working from the stretch. Bursch getting the lead. Harrison looking back and delivers to the dish. Outside, Graham popping up. Making sure DJ Bursch doesn't try to go anywhere. Counts 1 ball and 2 strikes. Batting from the left-hand side. Harrison comes set and delivers the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So the Dogs get out of a situation there without letting Dodge County score any. As we move to the bottom of the 3rd inning, still a scoreless game here at Jackie Jones on Y101. So welcome back to the bottom of the 3rd inning here on Y101. Here at Jackie Jones tonight. Bringing up shortstop Bryce DeLoach, who on the season is batting .423, which is a 174. DeLoach in his junior season here. Coach Fitzgerald and his staff. Stepping into the box, batting from the right-hand side. Here's the pitch to him. And for a strike.
That ball had some movement on it.
It did. Pittman coming set, delivering the 0-1. This ball way outside.
Hey, young Dick, you gotta get me ball, buddy. That's you, you gotta get that.
Chandler Lynn is on deck. Pittman coming set, delivers the 1-1. Swing. And miss, strike 2. On DeLoach. In last night's game, Bryce DeLoach had 3 strikeouts, one of them being a called strike 3, and he grounded out to the 3rd baseman. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 down. That'll bring up the leadoff guy, number 3, left fielder Chandler Lynn. The younger Lynn out here today. The older one playing 3rd. Chandler steps in. Pittman comes set, delivers the pitch. And for a strike. Counts now 0-1. Pittman coming set, working from the windup, delivers. Ball outside.
Forcing Pittman to go outside the way he's crowding the plate there.
Here's the 1-1. Swings, knocks this one on the ground to the second baseman, fields it, has it, fires over to first, and time for out number 2.
Hey, working with you!
Pittman seems to have found a little rhythm here. Got a
Chase Musselman
pace
at that. Drop
tempo here
Harrison.
currently with his pitching.
Doesn't really try to jam any of the Bulldogs. He keeps it outside. It's either right over the plate or outside. First pitch to Musselman, in for a ball. The 1-0 outside. Even to left-handed batters, he doesn't give them anything under their hands. Works from middle to the outside of the dish. Here's the 2-0.
Almost a sidearm delivery.
In for a strike. Over that outside corner. He's working the outside corner here tonight. Same pitch. Outside. Musselman fouls this one off. This would be a perfect opportunity for the Bulldogs to exercise Coach Fitzgerald telling them to go backside. Coach Fitzgerald loves it when people hit backside. It says it raises their batting percentage, on base percentage. Next pitch is high, loading up the count. Chase Musselman reached a walk last inning, or in his first at bat. Pittman coming set, working from the windup, delivers the full count pitch. Swings, knocks this one foul, left field side. Musselman, a freshman dog wearing number 4, playing second base. Now, Musselman played in his 8th grade tenure on the junior varsity team last year. They took up 3 8th graders, and that was Chandler Lynn, Alex Gordy, and Chase Musselman to play on the junior varsity team. So the full count pitch is going to be popped up. Hopefully it gets out of play. Third baseman moving over and makes the catch for out number 3. So a 3-up and 3-down inning for Pittman and his Dodge County defense as we go into a scoreless 4th inning here on Y101. Harrison comes set and delivers the 3-1 way outside for ball 4. Putting runners on first and second for Chip Birch. He flew out to the right fielder Cloud in his first at bat.
Chandler Davis.
Number 19,
Jack
Chip
State.
Birch up the bat. Gary Pittman on deck.
Play baseball, right?
I believe so. Mr. Graham says.
Did not know that. Let's see. Chandler Davis. We played them to in the first game. Chandler went 1 for 3 with a double.
Good job, Chip. Get him over, get him in.
You can get Brock settled down here.
Runners on first and second with no outs to bring up Chip Birch.
Nobody, Tyler.
Dog hoping for a double play ball here. Here's the pitch to the plate. Fouled off. Back into the fence. What you don't want is a hit in any of the gaps. You gotta score at least 1 run, possibly 2. Harrison coming set. Winding and delivers the 0-1. He wanted it, but didn't go for it. Ball 1. Harrison receiving the sign from catcher Graham. Comes set. Steps off. So Coach Nick Hayes talking to his catcher Graham. Batter steps back in. Harrison receives the sign from Graham. Comes set. And delivers the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on the first baseman, Chip Birch. Got Harrison working from the stretch. You have runners on first and second, no outs. Harrison receiving the sign from catcher Graham. Comes set, gives a look back at Tyler Pruitt on second and delivers to the dish. Ball had movement on it, fouling it off. Now Chip Birch is the cleanup batter for this Dodge County Indian offense.
Birch did a good job. Just getting the tip of that off-speed pitch. Brock.
Harrison receiving the 1-2. Pitch call. Here's the 1-2. Hit on the ground back to Harrison. He makes the catch and throws it over to third in time for the out.
Bang bang play from Brock there. He had to catch that line drive while following the opposite direction and then wait for the third baseman to get back to the bag.
Very quick reaction time there.
With 1 down.
Gets the
Number 2,
force
Gary Pittman up the bat with number 25, Daniel Coleman on deck.
to bring up the pitcher, Gary Pittman.
Baseball sense to get the runner too.
Man, perfect opportunity for a double play. Get out of the inning. Harrison comes set, gives a look back at his runner at second, and delivers to the dish. There's a steal. Graham comes out, throws down to third. Not in time. The double play been broken up. And now you're hoping on a ball hit on the ground on the infield here to keep the runners at second and third. If he does hit, strikeout would work even better.
Graham bounced Chandler looked like he couldn't get it down quick enough for the tag. Throw was in time, just a little high.
Brock now working from the windup. Comes set and delivers the 1-0. Swings, pops this one up. Graham, helmet off. Gonna make
Cover
this.
home.
Ball bounces off of his catcher's mitt. So strike one on Pittman.
Come on, Gary.
And the count's even at 1 on Pittman, who in his first at bat lined out to shortstop Bryce Deloach, the infield playing in. Trying to keep Chandler Davis at third. Don't want him to score. Scoreless ball game here in the top of the 4th inning with 1 down. Harrison comes set and delivers the 1-1. Bunt is showed, did not pull back. So strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Gary Pittman. He steps back in. So Harrison working from the windup. Receiving the sign from catcher Graham. Comes set and delivers the 1-2. Low. Count 2 balls and 1 strike. Or 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brock doesn't want to let this batter get away because then you have a loaded base situation with DH Daniel Coleman coming up to bat. So here's the 2-2. Swings, knocks this one fair onto the ground to Dalton Lynn. Picks it up, fires over to first in time for the force out. No runners go anywhere.
Good job reacting there. Chandler?
Dalton. Older brother. Chandler is out and left.
Number 25, Daniel Coleman.
That'll bring up number 25, the DH today, batting for Andrew Lowry, the left fielder, Daniel Coleman. So Brock comes set, delivers to the dish. This ball is popped up foul. Out of play. Strike 1 on Coleman. So the force play is at first, with 2 down. Looking for a ground ball on the infield or a pop fly someone can catch. Or a strikeout. So Harrison still working from the windup with runners on 2nd and 3rd. Stepping off. Coming back on, comes set. You have a runner to the dish. Here's the throw. Graham makes the tag in time. So that'll be 3 down here in the top. We're going into the bottom of the 4th inning as we break. You're on Y101. So welcome back to the bottom of the 4th inning. Had an interesting play just then. A put out at the dish. The Dodge County Indian coach not happy with the call, but he was clearly out. Graham did not drop the ball, had it the whole time, and was tagged out before he made it to the dish.
Chandler Davis got a really big jump.
I believe as soon as Brock started, he was gone.
He was halfway down the line. Released the ball, and of course, thank God it was a fastball. Got there quick.
Right. If it was anything off speed, very strong off speed, keeping that out. So for Toombs County, that'll bring up, speak of the devil, Harrison himself up to bat. He's looking to continue his 7-game hitting streak to 8. On the season, the Dogs are 2 for 5.
Leading off for the Dogs.
Winning in game 1 of the doubleheader last Saturday against Brantley. And then winning 12-7 against Southeast Bullock. First pitch to him. Something off speed. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0 outside. 2 balls and 1 strike, or 2 balls and no strikes. Pittman comes set. And delivers the 2-0. This pitch is popped up. Sky high. Pitcher coming over. And, well, the first baseman not able to make it, so Brock Harrison scoots back to first. I couldn't see it. It went higher than the press box would allow me to see.
Started fouling, drifting back in into fair territory.
The pitcher was set up out here and fouled to try to catch it, and ended up the first baseman catching it about 4 feet away from foul territory. So with a runner at first, that'll bring up Martin Stevens. Pitch to him will be low and inside. Martin Stevens, a pretty tall guy, the tallest Bulldog on the team, standing at 6'5". Here's the 1-0, outside and high. Now I said in yesterday's game, Martin Stevens, same height as Barney, 6'5", and when Martin Stevens was little, I remember Barney talking about him, saying how he was going to be taller than him when he got older. That's a very close possibility right now.
Yeah, he's not far away.
So now the count is 3 balls and no strikes on a pitch that was way inside. So on a 3-0, naturally you're going to get the take sign. Looking for a walk. 3-0, I mean, naturally what you do. Graham on deck. And between 6, the catcher. So here's the 3-0 pitch to Stevens. In for a strike. His first at bat. He struck out. And Chandler Lynn was tagged out at the dish. So Pittman comes set and delivers a 3-1. Called strike 2 to load up the count. I'm telling you, he's working the outside corner. He's working the outside. He finally pitched some inside. And it was on Martin Stevens.
Yeah.
Here's the full count pitch. This ball's going to be lined out to the left fielder. That ball had a tail on it. It started out going more towards left center. Ended up in left field. That'll bring up Cole Graham, who had a double earlier tonight. His first at bat. He got on, made it all the way to third on a stolen base, and did not score. With 1 down, here's the pitch to him.
You gotta get consistent up there now. This is bull crap.
Bulldogs fans not happy about that call.
Umpire. Consistency is all over the place. His next pitch also in for a strike. Now, I will say one thing about umpires. They understand that a crowd is unhappy with them. Sometimes they'll start doing things on purpose. So the 0-2 on Graham, stepping in. Pittman looks back at Brock at first and delivers the 0-2. Swings, knocks this one on the ground down to the third baseman. Brock Harrison going down to second. Was it a... Hold on. Was that a foul ball? Well, he didn't go anywhere, so he knows himself he did. And Coach Brian Fitzgerald's coming out to make that statement to the umpire. Now the umpire's going to talk it over. Harrison waiting down at second with his helmet off, squatting. They're coming out to talk about this. If so, Brock will go back to first, and Graham will continue. The 2 count he has. The umpires are still talking it over. Wow, is it a foul ball? Yes. Well, if it was a foul ball, Brock would have to go back. And now the Dodge County Indian coach is coming out to talk to the umpires about something about the ball. Yeah, they're looking at the ball. I don't think the ball is going to tell them what happened. Unless there was a malfunction and something on the ball. Yeah, probably something like that. I don't know. Yeah, they probably should come check the shoe. Cole Graham. So they're still out there discussing it right behind the pitcher's mound. Harrison standing out there at second with his helmet off. Still discussing it. I mean, Graham did not go anywhere, so obviously he felt the ball come off his foot. He would have run if it hadn't have.
And it looked like it came off a little awkward.
Yeah, it did. It barely rolled anywhere. It rolled down to third. So Brock is going back to first, and that'll be a foul ball off the foot of catcher Cole Graham.
After much deliberation, they tossed the ball out.
Must have been some kind of damage. Or it was a bad ball, something. They were examining the ball. I'll say that much. So no balls and 2 strikes on Graham as he steps back in with Brock down at first. So Pittman coming set, working through the stretch. And delivers the 0-2, swings, knocks it back up the middle for a base hit. Brock Harrison getting down to second, so that'll be a single for Cole Graham, making him 2 for 2 on the night. With 1 down and runners on first and second, that'll bring up
With 1 down, number 25.
first baseman Kyle Knight.
Number 18, Dalton McBride.
In his first at bat, Kyle had a full count called strike 3. Definitely not what you want here. You want something to the backside. Trying to move Cole and Brock around. So Kyle stepping in. Here's the pitch to him. The ball had some movement on it. Tailed outside. Tailed down, more like. Now it counts 1 ball and 1 ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouls this one off. Strike 1. So he steps back in. Pitcher stepping off the mound. Stepping back on, working through the stretch. You're really wanting something poked into right center field here. Here's the 1-1. Inside. Counts 2 balls and 1 strike. Dodge County fans not happy with that one. You actually can hear a good bit of what the fans are saying from up here in the press box, even with a headset on. This next pitch called strike 2 on the outside edge. I'm gonna have to give credit to Gary Pittman. He's working the outside edge and he's getting calls. So comes set. Gives a look and delivers the 2-2. Swings, pops this one up. Shortstop going to get it. Yes, he is. Harrison's getting back to second. So 2 down. That brings up Dalton McBride. Figured they're probably going to sub a runner in here for Cole Graham. 2 down. The catcher. I guess they're not.
Number 18, McBride up to bat. About 1 on 2 down.
Cole probably misses running for himself. Being the catcher, you don't get to do a lot of that. You get pitch runners in so you can come in and get ready for the next inning. First pitch, ball to McBride. First at bat, grounded out to the second baseman. There's the pitch to him. This ball's going to be popped up out of play.
He's mad with himself he missed that one.
You're looking for something here deep, not just out. Well, not just out in the right field. You're looking to score some runs here. Bottom of the fourth, in a scoreless game so far. And we've been playing about an hour and 15 minutes. Or 11 minutes. So McBride stepping back in and now stepping back out, the umpire. Doing something now. The catcher's coming out to talk to his pitcher. And now the catcher is running back, and the catcher, of course, is Chandler Davis. Comes set and delivers the 1-1. Ball is high. Making the count 2 balls and 1 strike on Dalton McBride. So McBride steps back in. And Pittman comes set, delivers the 2-1. In for a strike. That ball looked like a curveball.
Yep, started way inside and then made its way back to the inside.
He's been working that pitch too. So the 2-2 from Pittman. Same pitch. Luckily, I think I made Sweat start. Luckily, the umpire didn't call it. Full count. So the runners are going to automatically start running here. We have a full count with 2 down. Pittman comes set, and he steps off. What I mean by that, with a full count and 2 down, is either going to foul it off, hit the ball, strike out, so run anyway. So here's the full count pitch from Pittman outside. So load up the bases for junior, the oldest win, Dalton. I don't know if that pitch was a little close to take.
He went back to the fastball, and of course that
sort of lost some of the rhythm there.
Yeah. That pitch has been hit or miss for him all night. Sometimes he gets the call, sometimes he doesn't.
So the coach for Dodge County coming out, the infield already up on the mound, having a meeting. May be making a pitching change here. He's talking to his pitcher. That is a possibility. I believe they finally did they sub in a runner for Graham. I see Gordy getting a helmet. I believe they did, subbing in Alex Gordy to run for catcher Cole Graham, and we are making a pitching change to number 15, and that'll be Parker Gay. So as he gets warmed up, we're going to take a break. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Dogs score 0-0 with 2 down as we break on Y101. Welcome back. Seems like Parker Gay is all warmed up here as we begin the bottom of the 4th inning here at Jackie Jones Field with 2 down. Now, Gary Pittman faced 15 Bulldog batters, allowing 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 hits. No runs scored. As we're in a scoreless inning, or scoreless game, as we're in the bottom of the 4th, with Dalton Lynn up to bat. Stepping in his first at bat, he grounded out on a ball hit back to the pitcher. The first pitch to him is going to be set up outside. The 2 outside, so now the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Remember, if you can't ever listen to us because you're out of town or not around where you can get reception to the Y101, you can always tune in to MixLR. Just search up Toombs County. The next pitch, in for a strike. Making the count 1 ball and 1 strike on Lynn. Now Dalton Lynn is looking for his first base hit of the 2018 varsity season. He's 0 for 6 on the season so far. Next pitch is high and outside, making the count 2 balls and 1 strike. On Lynn, here's the pitch to him. Inside, making the count 3 balls and 1 strike. Now the bases are loaded, so if he walks him, Bulldogs are going to get a run walked in here. So Gay comes set and delivers the 3-1. That pitch is going to be a called strike 2. So with 2 down and a full count, here's another opportunity or another thing that the runners are going to start running as soon as the ball leaves the pitcher's hand. So here's the full count pitch to Lynn. Swings, fouls this one off. Back into the fence.
Good job, Jose. Good job.
So the runners, which is Harrison, Gordy running for Graham, and McBride are retreating back to their bases. Full count. Gay comes set, working from the stretch, a tall guy, and delivers the full count pitch. Swings, knocks this one down to the first baseman, fields it, bobbles it around, but steps on first in time for out number 3. We've played 4 complete innings here at Jackie Jones, and no one has scored. We move to the top of the 5th on your home of the Dogs. Y101. Well, we're in the top of the 5th inning with Harrison still on the mound here. And a scoreless ball game in a matchup, in a non-region matchup. Dodge County versus Toombs here at Jackie Jones. Now, the raffle for the 2018 John Deere zero-turn lawnmower is still out. So if you'd like to purchase a $20 raffle ticket for a chance to win, that drawing will be on the very last home game of the season, April 19th. That'll be Thursday on a region game, senior night against Waynesboro, 5:45 here in Lyons. That'll be when the drawing will be for that. $20 per ticket, and all proceeds goes to Toombs County Baseball. First pitch into Daniel Coleman will be a ball. Making the count 1 ball and no strikes. And of course, this next pitch, foul off behind us. And of course, you can purchase your Barney bands. All the bands say "Praying for Barney" on them, and they're orange, which is the sign or the color for leukemia. They're $5, and all proceeds goes directly to Barney for medical expenses. For the 1-1 to Coleman. Curveball didn't seem to break much. Counts 2 balls and 1 strike on Coleman, who in his first at bat had a called strike 3. So here's the 2-1. Fouled off, back into the pit. Making the count even at 2. As we sit here and wait, I know it's probably too early to be wondering about this yet, but I think some people are interested in what the Red Coat theme might be for the 2018 marching band show. Has there been...
There's always people asking about this time of year. That's a good answer.
They start wondering. The 2-2 and the dirt to load up the count. Last year was a 60s theme with Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones, Aquarius by Fifth Dimension, You Don't Own Me by Leslie Gore, and Magic Carpet Ride by Steppenwolf. There's a full count pitch, called strike 3.
Yeah, I've had some people request lots of different things.
Up next for the Indians, number 12. Parker Dixon with Caden Burst.
There'll be 1 down to bring up Parker Dixon. Now, a lot of the fans were very pleased with the Red Coat performance this year, which they normally usually are. Had a pretty big band this year. First pitch is low. We're going to count 1 ball and no strikes on Parker Dixon, who in his first at bat flew out to the left fielder Chandler Lynn. The younger Lynn.
I had some students suggest that we do a circus theme, play different circus music.
This ball's going to be held on the ground to Dalton Lynn, throws it over to first, and in time for the out. Really good stretch. The ball was hit. Dalton was sort of set up deep over in third base position. The bases are 90 feet, so it was quite a throw over there tonight.
Number 5, Caden Bursch at the bat. DJ Bursch on deck, 2 away.
So Brock Harrison comes back onto the mound, working from the windup, delivers. That ball low. 1 ball and no strikes to Caden Bursch, playing the second base position tonight. Followed by someone who has a very similar last name, DJ Bursch. If I'm pronouncing it to where you can distinguish the difference. Next pitch, in for a strike. Making count even at 1.
Brock's got a almost opposite delivery of Dodge's pitcher. His delivery is almost straight overhead.
Next pitch, the same pitch as before, in for a strike. Yeah, the Dodge County pitcher seems like he's in between trying to throw overhand and submarine type style.
Yeah, and Brock's breaking stuff breaks.
Breaks pretty good.
Yeah, breaks. Doesn't have a whole lot of movement left to right. It seems to have a lot of movement just top to bottom.
12-6 drop really working here for him tonight. The next pitch was a ball hitting way out in front of the dish. So the 2-2 count on Caden Bursch. Harrison comes set and delivers the 2-2 swing and a miss. Strike 3 for a 3-up and 3-down inning for Harrison and his Toombs County Bulldog defense. So we move into the bottom of the 5th inning and still a scoreless game here at Jackie Jones on Y101. Now I like to refer to him and his brother as the older and younger Lynn. This one being the younger one. Both transfers from Southeast Bullock about 2 years ago, along with Kyle Knight, who also transferred from there. The Lynn brothers knew a lot of the people in the stands and in the dugout of the Southeast Bullock game. This next pitch, fouled back into the fence. There's the 0-1 outside. The count's 1 ball and 1 strike. From Chandler Lynn. Actually, Kyle Knight came from Burke County. Sorry, not Southeast Bullock. I made sure to ask somebody before the game that day, and they said he came from Southeast Bullock, so I stuck with it. No, Kyle and his younger brother Logan came from Burke County. Counts 2-2 on Chandler Lynn. As you can tell, for this season, they didn't keep up much with Toombs County baseball. And I've heard Barney mention it before. The next pitch, way outside to low up the count. I always thought he said Southeast Bullock. I know for certain the Lynn brothers came from there. But Kyle came from Burke. Here's the full count pitch to Lynn, called strike 3. Good pitch by Parker Gay.
Went back inside on him that time.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are finally getting to witness some inside pitching in this game.
Next up, number 4, Chase Musselman.
2 down, that'll bring up Chase Musselman. Chase Musselman stepping in his first at bat, he reached on a walk and then had a strikeout and a full count pitch. This ball's gonna be hit out to right fielder, straight to him, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So we've played 5 complete innings here at Jackie Jones in a scoreless game as we move to the top of the 6th inning here on your home of the Dogs, Y101. Welcome back to Jackie Jones Field here in the top of the 6th inning in a scoreless matchup against Dodge County and Toombs in non-region play. Now the Dogs will have their first region game. It'll be a home game, and it'll be Tuesday, which is the next game they play. March 6th here in Lyons. It'll be against Bryan County. Region matchup here at home. And that'll bring up number 6, DJ Bursch, who reached on a walk in his first at bat. Empire now is ready. Rock working from the windup. Comes set and delivers to DJ. This pitch is going to be popped up high up into the air. Center fielder Dalton McBride running over. Camps under it and makes the catch for out number 1. And one down, that brings us to the top of the lineup. Number 4, Ethan Rice.
Next up, number 4, Ethan Rice with Tyler Pruitt on deck.
And Ethan's first 2 at-bats, he reached on a walk and a 1-2 strikeout. Harrison working from the windup. Rice calling time, backing out. Stepping back in. Harrison coming set and delivers. Shows bunt. This ball is going to be bunted out. Graham coming out, going to pick it up and not able to get a grab on it. No play is made.
He laid that one out in no man's land just about.
He did. So that'll be runner at first to bring up Tyler Pruitt, number 17. Now the Dodge County team maybe trying to start small balling. Working the Bulldog bunt defense. So Harrison comes set, working from the stretch, delivers to the dish. This ball bouncing right behind it. So low. Ball 1, Tyler Pruitt 1 for 2 on the night with a base hit and a strikeout. So we're looking for a ground ball in the infield here for double play. Hopefully we can get just that. Harrison comes set, delivers the 1-0 high. And counts 2 balls and no strikes. On Tyler Pruitt on deck, Chandler Davis. Harrison comes set and delivers the 2-0. This ball's going to be hit high up into the air, but in the foul territory in left field. Running over to the corner to get that ball.
I see you working 1-7.
We're in the top of the 6th inning here, Jackie Jones. No score. When you go this long with no score, you can tell you're working with just about evenly matched teams. Harrison comes set, delivers to the dish. This ball's going to be hit on the ground. Bryce DeLoach coming over, makes the grab, throws it to second. He did get him. They're getting the forced play at second. Bryce DeLoach coming over, making a backhanded grab on that. And that is Noah Anderson out at second now. No longer Chase Musselman.
Number 10, Anderson back.
He may have come in place of Chase Musselman. So 2 down to bring up Chandler Davis, number 10. Harrison working from the stretch, comes set and delivers the pitch way outside high. 1 ball, no strikes. Harrison steps back in onto the mound. Here's the pitch. Low. So it's 2 balls and no strikes. Harrison. The last 2 batters been letting the batter get the lead in the count. Betty produced a ground ball on the last one. So the plays at second or first. Harrison comes set, delivers the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Right 1, something on the outside edge. Harrison has only given up 1 base hit in tonight's game, which Last time I said he's giving up no base hits, and I believe it was next pitch. The guy hit it out into the outfield. Left center, I believe. Next pitch, getting away from Graham. Running back. And Pruitt's going to get down to second. So there's a runner in scoring position here for Dodge County. With two.
Say that hit him?
Alright. Well, Chandler Davis is getting down to first. That'll bring up the number 19, Chip Birch. So the umpire's coming out. You're getting some changes here. Our pinch runner.
Next up for the Indians, number 19, Chip Birch. And number 15, Gay on deck.
Parker Gay is on deck, coming in the place of Gary Pittman, coming out of the game. So here's the pitch. Chip Birch inside and low. Count for 1 ball and no strikes. Play is first, second, or third here for the Bulldog infield. So you want something on the ground or something in the air. One of the outfielders or the infielders. Here's the 1-0 to the dish. This ball's going to be popped up. Second baseman Noah Anderson running in and makes the catch for out number 3. So we go into the bottom of the 6th inning still with no score. Here at Jackie Jones as we break on Mom 101. Color commentator that joined us for a few minutes, for a few innings. Noah Bullard, director of band at Toombs County, is left, making it just me back here on the wire 101. On the bottom of the 6th, here's the first pitch to Harrison off the plate, ball 1. So Parker Gay comes set, working from the windup, and delivers the 1-0 pitch to Harrison. Swing. Miss, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Harrison. Gay comes set and delivers the 1-1. Did he go? No, he did not. Counts 2 balls and 1 strike on Harrison. Harrison looking to continue his 7-game hitting streak to 8. Let's see if he can do that here. The bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the 2-1 outside. Making the count 3 balls and 1 strike on Brock Harrison. He comes set. And Gay delivers 3-1 pitch to the dish. Called, strike 2. So with a full count, Gay delivers to the dish. Called, strike 3 on Harrison. So with 1 down, that'll bring up Martin Stevens. Batting from the left-hand side. Stevens comes into the batter's box. Gabe comes set. First pitch outside and away. Looking to count 1 ball and no strikes. On the tallest member of the Bulldog baseball team. Here's the delivery to the plate. Swings, fouls it off. Into the parking lot here at Jackie Jones. Making it 1 ball and 1 strike on Martin Stevens, who is 0 for on the night as well. Next pitch called. It counts 1 ball and 2 strikes on Martin Stevens. Here's the throw to the dish. Hit foul down the left field line. Now the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Stevens.
Come on, one. You got a battle up there now.
1 down. Parker comes set and delivers the 1-2, swings and pops this one foul. Left field side.
Battle, son. Gotta swing the bat.
So, getting words of encouragement from his father and also head coach Brian Fitzgerald. Martin Stevens. Stepping back in. And a 1-2 count on him. Parker Gay comes set, working from the windup. And delivers the 1-2, swings, knocks this one a chopper on the ground down the second baseman, fields it, has it, fires over to first, and time for the out. So with 2 down, brings up number 26, who's 2 for 2 tonight, Cole Graham.
Next up,
On deck, Willie Campbell. Graham steps in. And here's the pitch to him. Knocks this one on the ground to the third baseman. Third baseman comes off the glove. Shortstop's going to pick it up behind him. No play. So Graham's going to get down to first. On there by the third baseman. Making Willie Campbell up to bat. They're bringing out Alex Gordy to run for Graham. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Let's see if the Dogs can't break up this scoreless game we have going here.
Next up for the Dogs, number 28, Willie Campbell.
On deck,
2 down.
Dalton McBride. That'll bring up Willie Campbell. I believe he had 1 at bat in last night's game. He did. Actually, he had 2. No, he had 1. He walked. A full count pitch. So as the umpire makes the changes himself, Campbell steps in. Willie Campbell. There's number 28 for the Bulldogs in his senior season. Here for Coach Brian Fitzgerald and his staff. Here's the pitch to Campbell, high, outside. 1 ball and no strikes on him. Campbell stepping in. I'm guessing he's probably just going to be batting for the inning, considering we have to go back into the field. Kyle Knight will probably re-enter for himself. Next pitch in for a strike. Making the count even at 1. Counts 1-1 on Willie Campbell. Pitcher comes set, delivers to the plate, swing. And miss. Now the count's 1 ball and 2 strikes on the senior Bulldog. So Gay, we're going to throw back to first, trying to get freshman Alex Gordy running for catcher Cole Graham. There's 2 for 3 on the night. So Willie steps back in. Gay pitching from the stretch, comes set, almost hitting him. Counts 2 balls and 2 strikes. On deck, Dalton McBride. So Willie Campbell steps back in. Parker Gay comes set and delivers the 2-2 pitch. A little low to load up the count, making it 3 balls and 2 strikes on the senior Dog. With 2 down, runner at first. Parker Gay comes set and delivers to the dish. This ball way outside for ball 4. Now there are runners on first and second with 2 down for senior Bulldog Dalton McBride. Walking down to head coach Brian Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald talking with his senior dog. Now he's walking back up to the dish or the plate.
Next up, number 18.
Been informed. They start calling it the plate, not the dish. Try to start doing that. Dalton McBride, catcher, adjusting the shin guard. Dalton McBride steps in, wearing number 18, batting from the right-hand side. Gay delivers to the dish. This ball's going to be hit out into right field. Will the right field be able to? No, he will not. So one run's going to score on a Dalton McBride RBI. This might be a double. They're sending Willie Campbell home. Dalton McBride is getting the third, and Willie Campbell is going to score here on a RBI triple by Dalton McBride to finally bust up the scoreless game we had going. We had a scoreless game for 5.5 innings until an RBI, 2-run RBI triple. I'm just going to go ahead and score it as a triple by Dalton McBride.
Number 7, Dalton Lynn, up to bat.
That puts a runner at third for junior, the oldest Lynn, Dalton Lynn. Here's the pitch to the dish to him. It'll be in for a strike. 0-1. Dalton McBride calling, or Dalton Lynn calling times, stepping out, adjusting his batting glove, now stepping back in. He has a runner in scoring position here. Dogs now leading 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning with 2 down. Here's the pitch to the dish, off the plate. Now the count's 1 ball and 1 strike on Dalton Lynn. Steps back in. Parker Gay comes set and delivers the 1-1. Swings, knocks this one foul. Bryce DeLoach catches it in foul territory. Oh, 1 ball and 2 strikes on Dalton McBride. One ball, 2 strikes as he steps back in. Parker Gay coming back onto the mound, working from the stretch. So here's the 1-2, swing, and a miss. Strike 3. So the Dogs come in here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Dalton McBride hitting a 2-run RBI triple to finally break up the scoreless game we had going. So all the Dogs need to do is come in and get 3 outs. And it'll go down in the books as a win here at Jackie Jones. But we're going until the top of the 7th inning. Dogs leading 2-0 as we break on Y101. We're in the top of the 7th inning here at Jackie Jones Field. Dogs leading 2-0 as it brings up. And that's still Chip Birch? Yeah, it is.
Leading off in the top of the 7th, the Dogs, number 2, Gary Pittman.
Actually, Gary Pittman. With Gary Pittman up to bat. Here's the pitch to him, inside and high. 1 ball. No strikes. Next pitch, also a ball. Harrison still at the dish. Gary Pittman steps back in. Here's the throw to the dish. It's going to be ball 3. So Brock Harrison has faced so far 21 batters. Yes. So the next pitch is going to be in for a strike, making the count 3 balls and 1 strike. So here's the 3-1 pitch from Harrison. Low for ball 4. Number 2, Gary Pittman. Putting runner on first to bring up Number 25, Daniel Coleman, the DH.
Up next, number 25, Daniel Coleman, and number 12, Parker Dixon on deck.
So with the runner at first, they'll bring up Daniel Coleman. Here's the pitch to the dish, high. Count 1 ball and no strikes. Now what the Dogs don't want to do is put themselves in a situation where they have to come back in the bottom of the 7th to either go ahead. Next pitch, in for a strike. Gonna try to get 3 outs here in the top of the 7th. If they do that, maintaining their 2-0 lead, we will go home. So Harrison comes set, working from the stretch, delivers the 1-1. This ball's going to be hit on the ground. Shortstop Bryce DeLoach fields it, flips it over to Noah Anderson, and throw to first. Not in time. Pulls Kyle Knight off the bag. So 1 down to bring up Parker Dixon. Yes, making sure, reading their number, making sure you're not wrong.
Up next, number 12, Parker Dixon, with Caden Burst on deck, 1 out.
So Fitzgerald coming out to talk to his pitcher Harrison, telling the infield to stay back. Just wanting to talk to him. Actually, no, he's going to talk to the umpire about something. I'm not sure what it is. Kyle Knight's coming onto the mound to talk with his pitcher Harrison. Not exactly sure what Fitzgerald is discussing. In the top of the 7th inning here, Dogs leading 2-0. So now the home plate umpire's coming out. I'm not sure what we're talking about. So the umpire's up discussing something. So an out signal was just called. I'm not sure what's happening. I guess he was protesting the call about the Kyle Knight coming off the bag and sweeping, trying to sweep back and get the runner. His glove. I guess that's what it was. But there's 1 down, and that'll be Parker Dixon up to bat. 0 for 2 here tonight. Here's the pitch to the plate, almost hitting him in high. Ball 1. So the Dogs going to be a good way to end a game with something up the middle. Or something to one of the mid-infielders, rather. A double play, or anything on the infield to turn a double play. I think there's a better way to end a game. Bulldog double play. The next pitch is in for a strike. The count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Parker Dixon. Harrison coming set, winding, and delivers. I guess it was outside, maybe a little low. I believe it was low, not outside. Now the count's 2 balls and 1 strike on Parker Dixon. Dogs leading 2-0, top of the 7th inning, 1 out. Harrison working from the stretch, comes set, gives a look at the runner, and delivers the pitch. This ball is going to be popped up foul behind us, making the count even at 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Parker Dixon with 1 down, runner at first. Brock Harrison working from the stretch, comes set, and delivers to the dish. Low, Graham blocking it up to load up the count. Now we don't need to start walking any batters. Lee Harrison comes back. 3-2 count. Harrison comes set, working for the stretch, delivers to the dish. This ball's going to be popped up. Will it stay in for Dalton Lynn to make the play? He comes over and makes the catch. Out number 2. So with 2 down, that'll bring up number 5, Caden Burse. With a runner at first, 2 down, top of the 7th inning. Dogs leading 2-0.
Next up, number 5, Caden Burse with DJ Burse on deck.
So Harrison, working from the stretch, comes set. He has a runner at first. Delivers to the dish. This ball's going to be popped up foul. Right side. Strike 1 on Caden Burse. Stepping back in. We have played 2 hours of baseball here at Jackie Jones. Harrison comes set, delivers the 0-1. That ball, a beautiful pitch on the inside edge of the plate for strike 2. So Harrison ahead in this count. 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Dogs leading 2-0. Harrison, working from the stretch, comes set and delivers the 0-2. This ball is fouled back. Out of play. So no balls and 2 strikes on Caden Burse. Dogs leading 2-0 here, top of the 7th inning. Harrison comes set, gives a look, winding, and delivers to the dish. Swing and a miss. He's out. First base was occupied. But just to make sure, they threw it to first, and he was out. So the Dogs win here, 2-0 in the top of the 7th inning, avenging a 2-1 loss earlier in the season to Dodge County. We're going to take a break and come back and wrap it up here on Y101.